I define the good life as fulfilling our basic human needs and moving beyond them into self-actualization and higher levels of consciousness. With this comes a deep sense of intrinsic fulfillment. You need to solve your health, wealth, relationship, and self-actualization problems. Now, this is just one perspective of what the good life consists of, but this is a fairly powerful perspective if you take it seriously, because health, wealth, relationships, and self-actualization, this is all about human well-being. This is about maximizing, really just feeling good in your life. And I want you, as I go throughout this video, to view my points as skills, like meaning that they need to be intentionally developed in order to have them. So for example, if you don't practice the guitar, if you don't actively develop guitar skills, you're just not going to be able to play the guitar. And also, because this is just one perspective, I want you to not get stuck on just this, but view the information in this video as just one powerful framework for developing the good life. So the first point is health. This involves physical, emotional, and mental health. So physical is eating well, working out, having a flexible body, stretching. Emotional is having a sense of purpose, cultivating positive feelings, not avoiding negative ones or uncomfortable feelings, basically emotional intelligence, even feeling connected to other people, therapy, meditation. Overall, it's about just being emotionally intelligent. The next one is mental health, which is your ability to create a sharp, clear, focused, wise, loving mind that is capable of, deep understanding of the world. And really, all of these are skills. Every single one of these has to be worked on. Like your diet is a skill. If you do not put effort, time, and attention into creating a healthy diet, you're not really going to have one. You're not going to know what foods to eat and when, and you're not going to be able to respond to how your body feels and put the proper meal in it at the right time. Because if you were to develop this skill, you'll actually realize that a massive part of having a healthy diet is really just intuitive and feeling based. Like when I'm near food, I can begin to intuit whether or not I should put it in my body based off the sort of connection between me and the food. That might sound a little bit wild, but when I'm eating food, I can immediately detect whether or not I should eat it and how it's actually going to make me feel, and whether or not it's going to contribute energy and value to my life or not. Really, like I said, it's a skill. This all has to be cultivated. Exercise skills, your ability to create a clear, sharp, focused, and intelligent, wise, and loving mind. This is a skill. This needs to be cultivated. You actually need to put time, attention, and energy into this, or else you're just not going to have it. So it's kind of just as simple as that. This video really is just about making you aware of various categories of your life and the potential problems that you can have and probably do have, and you might not even realize that you have. So basically, I'm just trying to make you aware of certain domains of life and basically point you in the direction of being able to solve these problems, and really just making you aware that they even exist in the first place. This video is all about just raising your awareness of different areas of life so that you can make effective changes in those areas. Moving on is wealth. This is about learning how to provide value to others so that you can get value in return. Basically, this has a lot to do with making money and acquiring resources. And not only that, it's also what you do with your money and what you invest that in, as well as like various financial skills. So making money is a skill. Your ability to be valuable and provide value is a skill. This is something you need to work on. You can actually do that by learning new things, developing skills, like editing skills, for example. You can actually teach people how to edit. If you have relationship problems that you've solved in your life, you can teach relationship skills. If you basically solve problems in your life, you have problem-solving awareness in that domain, and you actually have value that you can contribute to people. I find that a lot of people don't actually even recognize how valuable they are. If you've been working out for 1 year, you can actually slowly move into like being some kind of like fitness coach. And I would highly recommend actually leveraging the skills that you have and really identifying that you most likely have skills. You probably have a lot of skills that actually people find very valuable. Moving on, we have learning to invest your money wisely. And basically what this has a lot to do with is spending money on things that contribute value to your life. So when you spend money on junk food, I mean, what does that really do for you other than kind of poison you, kind of ruin your mental clarity, and just kind of make you a little bit more emotionally like unstable. So it basically tears apart the first point, which was health. And instead, if you invest that into, let's say, healthy food, something simple, or just books like business books, for example, so it can help you to solve your wealth problems, or relationship books, books on diet, books on mental clarity, meditation, self-actualization. Basically, if you invest in resources that are going to contribute value to your life, this is a wise investment of your resources, you want to basically ask, how much value can I get for this value? Or in very blatant sort of money terms, how much money can I get for this money? So that's just a powerful question to ask. How much more value can I get with the present value that I hold? So you want to just invest in things that are going to give you value and really energy, and they're really just going to help you solve problems in your life. So if you have a diet problem, you want to stop investing in junk food and slowly begin to invest in healthier food, books on healthy food, books on healthy cooking, for example. Even just go on Google, look at recipes, very simple. You don't even really have to buy a book. It's all on Google for free. And really, you can even just look at meditation books, psychology books. This can all help you to develop a healthy mind. Emotional intelligence books, this can help you to develop healthier emotional patterns, and as well as just reading business, reading relationship books, basically just investing resources in things that are going to give you more. Very simple. Finance skills, and knowing when to spend versus when to save. So this is a very interesting one. Most people are very scarce with their money, and really deep down they're very afraid to lose it. I definitely see patterns of that in me, as well as at the same time being a little bit bold with my spending sometimes. Like the books behind me are about $10,000 to $15,000. I didn't buy them all at once. I bought them over years and years of time, and I read a hell of a lot of them. And really, if people were to know that this is just like $10,000 to $15,000 worth of books, that's kind of a wild thing. You can buy a car with that. A lot of people would probably think that's nuts. Like, what's the point? But really, this is actually an investment that is going to help me to articulate ideas and just build clarity and build skills, which is going to really help me to make a lot more than 10 to 15K. A lot of people would want to save it, or whatever. They might not see the value in doing such a thing. A lot of people will, though, at the same time. So really the point that I'm trying to make is really know when to spend. And basically, you can figure that out based on, is the thing you're spending on going to give you more value than you are giving it? It kind of seems almost like a rip-off kind of deal. It's really not. Like, you, for the most part, want to contribute value to people so that, and things, so that you can get it back. But when you're spending it, you want to actually make sure that you can flip what you are giving it so that you can get more. And you don't want to scam people. This isn't about scamming people or anything like that, but it's got to serve some kind of function in your life, serve some kind of purpose in your life, fill up some kind of need that will then go on to help you in other domains of life. For example, buying 2 books on diet can actually help you to clean up a lot of mental fog and toxic emotional patterns, and that can help you to go on to make a lot more money, produce a lot more value for people, things like this, clean up relationship problems. So those 2 books are really going to go on to contribute a lot more value than, let's say, the $30 that you spent on them. Because this is information that you're going to be using for the rest of your life. That's basically what I mean. Not just trying to scam people, give them less, I get more. No, you want to contribute a fair amount of value. I would highly recommend that. Moving on, I have relationships. So, of course, things like empathy for other people, even communication skills, leadership skills, persuasion, things like this, dating and attraction, attracting the opposite sex, really having a clear understanding of what they want and not being toxic towards them, not being there's a lot of toxic dating ideologies. I recommend just avoiding that. Intimacy is a skill, feeling connected to people is a skill, public speaking, listening, being honest with people and yourself are both skills. Transparency, respect, trust, your ability to trust other people. This is a skill, something that has to be worked on, your ability to respect people. Really, relationships are obviously a massive topic. Every single one of these categories are huge topics. I'm not giving you enough information in this video to really master them. I'm just making you aware of how you need to basically take each point that I'm saying and focus on it. How do I build empathy? Or how do I provide value? How do I learn skills that are necessary for providing value? How do I learn marketing so that I can market my value? How do I learn diet skills? How do I learn, psychological well-being skills or emotional intelligence? Each one of these points needs to be developed, really. I'm just making you aware of that. So relationships are actually huge. Also, things like attachment styles. When we get attached to certain people, we want to notice how that actually plays out in our own psyche. So there's various ways that people actually get attached to other people, and definitely want to research that. The next one is self-actualization. This is about reaching our full potential, and really this is a massive one. This is a very sort of difficult one to explain, because reaching our full potential sounds kind of dreamy and idealistic and not really practical, and it's just kind of bullshit. But really, self-actualization is a human need. This is actually a basic need for really being healthy. A lot of this has a lot to do with being able to see the big picture of life, connect all the parts, and really make sure that your big picture view of life has a lot of, harmonious relationships in it. Let me explain that point. So basically connecting various points of view and being able to create healthy systems so that we can effectively survive, really, and be able to reach our, of course, full potential. And really, self-actualization has a lot to do with developing an efficient perception of reality. Self-actualization is about going beyond our survival needs. And when we're stuck in our sort of survival needs, our human mind skews reality very deeply so that we can get our needs met. It projects a lot of value onto things like sex, food, money, really all the things that help us to survive. We are grossly biased towards that rather than anything else, because we need it to survive. If we don't get it, we'll die. So our mind is automatically wired to completely skew reality so that we are able to focus and get those things. Also, self-actualization has a lot to do with spontaneously and authentically expressing yourself without fear. Also, a sense of oneness with humanity and the entire universe, and overall a sense of complete interconnectedness with everything that exists. A massive aspect of self-actualization is being radically open-minded and not attaching yourself to any one belief system or ideology. So this is about creating a mind that is flexible and can balance multiple perspectives and integrate them into the larger picture and build harmonious relationships between them. So reading all the religions, connecting that to science, connecting that to dating, connecting that to business, connecting that to emotional intelligence, connecting that to psychology, connecting that to like the foods that you're eating, connecting that to whatever. I hope you get the point. It's basically combining all these massive perspectives into one harmonious whole and not leaving out information because we're just so close-minded and fixed. That's basically it for this video. In summary, health, wealth, relationships, and self-actualization are massive categories of human life, and if you can actually just identify these categories, which I've just helped you to do, and then intentionally develop skills in each one of these categories, pick up books on every single one of these. Every single point I made is a skill that needs to be developed. Your ability to be open-minded is a skill, needs to be worked on. Meditation's a skill. Healthy eating's a skill. Relationship skills are skills by definition. Business skills are skills. Making money is a skill. Every one of these can be developed and you can actually figure them out. It's also very important to realize that any problem that you face in your life, I say this a lot, people have already solved. Odds are people have basically already solved it. And there's books on it. There's free YouTube videos, and you want to utilize the internet and basically the wide amount of information that you actually have access to. So identify problems in your life and solve them. That would contribute a lot of value to your life and be able to really help you to build a rock solid foundation to your life. And really, if you don't, this video is the foundation to your life. If you take every one of these points seriously, you will build a fantastic foundation to your life, and really having a great life will be, it'll be inevitable. You can't possibly fail if you were to develop every single skill that I mentioned in this video. And really this is about looking 5-10 years into the future, and really if you do this kind of work for like 1 year, you're going to see massive results. Even 1 month, even if you just start right now, you're going to start to see results, but really it compounds over time. And that's it for this video. Take it easy.